This gangbanging was so embedded in me. It wasn't just what I did, it was who I was. I didn't have nobody protecting me. My hood taught me how to survive. Right or wrong, they gave me the best they had to offer. See, they didn't put a pistol in my hand because I didn't need it. People were trying to kill me. I was a 12-year-old kid getting shot at by 30-year-old men on my way to school. This is how we grew up. It got to the point to where when it was time to do dirt, I would literally be sitting, tears soaking through my ski mask, sitting in the front of somebody's house with an assault rifle, praying to God that they don't come outside so I don't gotta do what I know I'm about to do to them. I believe I was 27, 28 at the time, when the Lord finally took that soul tie away from me and broke me up out of that. I'm from Oak Park, Sacramento. I was a blood. And I remember when the Lord broke that out of me, this is what he told me, man. He gave me a cold ultimatum. He said, you're either going to be a real Christian or a fake blood. Because I've changed your heart. So you're not going to be able to do this right no more. And so when the Lord snatched me out and I ended up having a meeting with my big bro, who's also my big homie, I didn't know what the outcome was going to be and how they were going to take this, and certain individuals, how they would feel. And now look at me, because one thing, I'm still going to be out there. I'm still going to come around, because I also know that my neighborhood is the mission field that God gave me. And I'm not going to be that dude that, like, you know, I'm not going to be the sucker who's a Christian now. Like, that can't happen. Like, for real, like, I mean, to each his own. Everybody got their story and their testimony, but it's always like, even in the movies, if you notice, like, the dude who always kind of gives his life to God in the movies, he's never like the writer. He's always the guy who really kind of wasn't with it anyway. So when he comes at the end, you're like, oh yeah, you're not really doing much anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big leap, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what they paint. That's the facade. And I remember when I had the meeting, and I turned the flag in, and I told my big brother, like, hey, I'm like, this blood thing, I can't stand for this no more. Like, I already wasn't participating in the activities unless it was absolutely necessary, but now it was deeper. It's like, yo, I now don't even want the identity. I don't consider myself a part of this anymore. And I'm telling you, man, I never knew how deep in it I was until that moment, because when I started weeping, I cried more for that than I cried when my own brother died. Because I didn't know, like, it's all I knew. It was what I was. This is when I was in the street, I didn't have nobody protecting me. My hood taught me how to survive. Right or wrong, they gave me the best they had to offer. See, they didn't put a pistol in my hand because I didn't need it. People were trying to kill me. I was a 12-year-old kid getting shot at by 30-year-old men on my way to school. This is how we grew up. So for me, I took that as love. If I'm struggling and my mama can't afford something and you put me up on a lick, to me, you're looking out for me. And I understand now that's all they had to give. But I love what Jesus did, because I don't resent my hood at all. As much as I got PTSD, anxiety syndrome, all kinds of things, the Lord's still bringing up out of me from the stuff I've done and seen. But I don't resent my neighborhood one bit, because I understand, just like Paul, they did what they did, and they're doing what they're doing from a place of ignorance. And as much as they gave me the best they had to give me, now it's my obligation to go back and give it the best that I have to give, and that's the gospel of Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. But I remember what my brother told me, man. He said, when I turned my flag out, I'm thinking I'm going to be rejected by somebody whose opinion really matters to me. And he said, blood. He said, bro, I've been waiting for this day. He said, homie, the hood is in you, it ain't on you. You'll always be from the hood. He said, bro, we got bloods. He said, you're the only Christian we've ever seen. He said, wow, you're the only reason I even believe in God, bro. He said, you're the only one out here. So we need you to be this. He said, that whole mouth thing you're doing, he said, do that, because honestly, bro, I want to do that with you. I don't want you to do this with me.
Hallelujah. Amen. Amen.
said, but don't play with it. Because if you play with it, and as dedicated to this as I've seen you be, and as much as I've seen God move and change you, brother, if this don't work for you, I know I ain't got no hope in life. And that same brother who we used to argue about even the very existence, he didn't believe God existed at all. Now, I'm Bible studying with him. He's helping me out in ministry. We keeping it in and do it right now, man. So I say that to say this, like, I really want to challenge you guys. I say that I challenge you to challenge you. Personally, you know, people should not be products. You know, they're not to be just another notch on your spiritual belt and different things like that. But then this is the thing too, like we can't grow so weary in our well-doing, man. We gotta have thicker skin than what we got when we out here doing this. We gotta be tougher and bolder than this. Like our identity in Christ should already be so established that rejection from the world, it's to be expected. Right. And what you must understand, if acceptance from the world is what you're after, you have already abandoned your walk with Christ at that point. Because he already said, all who walk with me, the world will reject. Why though? It's not personal. To us, the world loves sin.